everyone. I'm Katlea Pasion, a third-year VSAD student. Today, I want to share my insights on developmentally appropriate practices, or DAP, and how it builds meaningful connections between families, schools, and communities. So let's start with what I learned from the NAEYC position statement. So, the National Association for the Education of Young Children, or NAEYC, emphasizes that DAP goes beyond just meeting children's developmental needs. It requires us to establish reciprocal relationship or partnerships with families and communities. Hindi na ito yung dating parent involvement na puro pagdalo sa events or puro pag-attend sa mga meetings. So we need to understand each child's backgrounds, and for that, we must work closely with parents and guardians. We also facilitate connections among families so they can support one another as a resources. And when it comes to the community naman, ito ang may napakalaking tulong sa atin. Andiyan ang mga local leaders, organizations, and even families who share their cultural traditions that can make our curriculum more relevant and engaging for the students. Lalo na at pinaka-importante na we must respect families' choices and boundaries and use NAEYC's ethical code to resolve any disagreement in a mutual acceptable way. So how does that guide our collaboration? It provides a clear framework where families act as the child's first teachers. Schools enhance their learning, and communities serve as a real-world extensions of the classroom. And of course, there are key principles that we must consider. First, reciprocal relationships. We don't just teach, we also learn from families and communities. Second, respect for diversity. Lahat ng pamilya may kakaibang paraan ng pagpapalaki at kailangan nating irespeto yon. Third, individualization. Each child is unique, so our practices must adapt to their needs. And fourth, understanding developmental stages. Knowing what to expect at each age helps us meet children with they are, or who they are. Now, let me share my own real experience from when I was in second year. We had this activity called a happy hour, where we as a future ECE educators got to teach preschoolers from the GAD school here in CLSU. As far as I remember, we prepared two main activities. First, a storytelling session. We picked a book about friendship that's perfect for schoolers, and we made a colorful props like hand puppets to make them engage. Then we organized a feeding program with nutritious snacks that are easy for little hands to hold, like cat fruits and mini sandwiches. So what made this DAP align? The story and props were tailored to their attention span and cognitive level. We asked questions throughout to keep them involved and let them touch the puppets too. The snacks were not just healthy, but also developmentally appropriate for their fine motor skills. So for me, the best part of this activity are some parents stayed to watch while waiting for their kids. They told us how their children don't usually sit still for stories, but they were so focused that day. After the activity, the parents started talking to each other and exchanged contact details to set up play dates. Ito rin yung isang maganda when it comes to partnership. Hindi lang ang bata ang natututo, kundi nai-involve din yung family nila at sila mismo nakakapag-engage sila ng information na makakatulong din sa mga bata. So, dapat din nating tandaan, understanding developmental stages is crucial for building these partnerships. For example, when planning the storytelling, we knew preschoolers learn best through interactive, hands-on activities, kaya gumawa tayo ng puppets para hindi sila maantok or para hindi sila mabored at makisali sila or makipag-engage sila sa activity natin. So for my conclusion, DAP provides us with the tools to create a strong, Collaborative partnerships that benefit every child by working together with families and local schools like GAD here in CLSU, we build an ecosystem where children can thrive. Thank you so much po for watching, and I hope this has given you valuable insights on DAP and partnerships among the stakeholders, families, communities, and schools.